Hello and welcome to the Not Greg Sterlace Show. I am your host, the Pamazon. That is I. In case there's any confusion. Oh,
yes,
here we go.
Hello, friends. We are back, as you know, US&A, all that fun stuff. I live.
Hello. I haven't been on here in a while. Quite a while. How's
month.
everybody? Yep.
It says, been a month. So I was going to say that I'd like to make a little homage to the delightful Gershon Kingsley, who passed on December 10th. If you don't know who that is, I bet you do, because his famous song is Popcorn, which we were eating earlier, and goes do 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 do. There, now there you go. There you go. That's a live version of the Popcorn. Early electronic
Popcorn a cappella.
Yes, early electronic pioneer in electronic music. There was lots of them. He was one of them. He also had some great songs like Hey Hey, or his album Plantasia is very good as well. And also, I was so excited back in the days of dial-up and the Napster. I wanted that song Popcorn.
Don't incriminate
so
yourself.
Bad. I wanted it so bad. So I'm like, I downloaded it. But here, I got my comeuppance. The fates got me because I was practicing, and then I heard the little ding, and I was so excited. I went running down the hallway, and I tripped over a shoe, and I bent my foot, and I bent it. Here's my foot. This little hand is my foot. And I bent it like this. Boop. And I snapped the bone in the top of my foot. Running to the bedroom
That is
to
not
listen
good.
to Popcorn.
That is not good.
It was not good. It was very bad. I didn't take my shoe off. I had this very thick black Elmer Fudd shoe on, and I didn't take it off. And I'm listening. I'm like, I'm still gonna listen to Popcorn, right? I love this song. Do, 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 do. And then my bandmates had all left. We'd been practicing, and then I take my shoe off to go to bed, and my foot goes poof. I was like, I had to call my bandmate back to come and take me to the hospital.
And yet you still like the song. Good
love
way to
it.
separate associations.
Yes, I love that
Yes.
song. So good.
Yes.
So yes, Gershon Kingsley. He is awesome.
Music to Mogwai.
Music to Mogwai is another one. So, there was this stupid thing that was going around the Facebooks about how Kraftwerk was the only electronic music, the first electronic music.
Ugh.
I mean, I like Kraftwerk fine,
mean,
but
too,
whatever.
but-
Like,
right.
they definitely weren't the only ones,
No.
right? I mean, there's Wendy Carlos Williams, there's Delia Derbyshire, there is the amazing Bruce Hack, who made his own damn drum machines. Like, don't play like that, people. Don't believe the hype.
You
Okay.
don't have to be pale and German to create.
You sure don't. You sure don't. Oh, and the Tangerine Dream, who've been around forever doing electronic music since the 60s.
Yeah, like way back when synthesizers were more like trying to use old computers.
Yeah, or like diagnostic tools that you were just making sounds with,
Yeah, like a phone switchboard.
Yeah. Very much so, yes. All right, John, you have something to say?
All them
Oh,
pals.
no, that's okay.
Now that we've had our big I've had my big Gershon Kingsley moment.
Although, please, if you'd like to, my new Sonic Archaeology album is out now on Lost Notes Media, and it's only available until the 15th. So get it while you can.
How do they get to Lost Notes Media? What is this Lost Notes Media?
Yes.
Give them the
us
path.
a URL.
Lost Notes Media is
Give us a URL.
experimental noise label out of I forget, somewhere in Washington.
How do I get to it on my internets?
Go to your search engine of choice, type in Lost Notes Media, and it should come right up. It's free, so check it out.
I'm sure Dudley uses DuckDuckGo,
But the new album
I do.
is called
as you should.
Vibrations from Sinai. It is, of course, the two tracks are Nechram in the Nile. Nechram was, of course, the pharaoh when she discovered Moses. And then the second track is Arc Vibrations, because they say the vibrations from the Ark, when you stand, all the people who guard it, supposedly their eyes get cataracts and they just cannot stand it for more than a year, or they go blind.
So they don't melt like in Indiana Jones, huh?
No.
Damn that. Indiana Jones lied to me.
I love Indiana Jones.
Oh,
I am so
Harrison
excited for
Ford,
Indiana
how
Jones
could
5. I'm so excited for
highly.
Indiana Jones 5. I love Indiana Jones.
Wait, there's another. There's a 5 coming out?
Yes.
Is Harrison Ford in it?
Yes, he's still the star.
Is he doing his own stunts? Because
Wow.
that would be kind of amazing. Because he's like
He's got to be
a
close to
million.
80 by now.
Yeah, he's not a young fella.
When I was your age, dinosaurs ruled.
Because, I mean, he was already in his 60s when they made the last Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
Was he really?
And that one's my favorite.
Yeah, you know what? I like that one too.
I love that one. I don't
Yeah.
know why I get so much hatred.
Yeah.
Just because it's got aliens in it?
Yeah, I think it's because they're like, every other one was
Aliens.
about like the Bibli. And I'm like, yeah, well, you're lucky you even got a
A
fourth
one.
movie, because Indiana Jones should be standing on a street corner somewhere with a sign that says the end is nigh at this point. And he's not.
I
So
didn't even
deal with it.
I didn't even know there were all these versions, to be honest.
Yeah, the fourth one's more recent. It's
I'd
from
like to see an Aliens one.
2008.
I'm quite fond
You
of
should
the
see it. That's my
of
favorite
Aliens.
Indiana Jones. It's where he goes and, they find these alien skulls, basically.
Crystal skulls.
Yeah, the crystal skulls.
Except not the kind Dan Aykroyd believes in.
I was thinking of a musical instrument.
I mean,
for some
exactly those
reason.
kind, but not full of vodka.
Oh, okay.
I got one of those just because of that. I thought it was really gross.
Yeah. Is Dan Aykroyd's vodka not very good?
Oh, is that actually who makes it?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know.
No, I don't know if it's actually who makes it, but it's who sponsors it.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that. I didn't know if it was. But yeah, Indiana Jones 5, I'm really excited.
That's exciting. I didn't even know. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Check out Sonic Archaeology's Vibrations from Sinai, the new experimental Middle Eastern themed album. It's only available until the 15th on Lost Notes Media.
Wait, is it just 2 tracks?
Yes, but they're
Is
both
that-
15 minutes.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I was going to say, is
Both
that like
15
a double
minutes, you said?
EP?
Yes.
Okay.
Sweet. I'll check it out.
Yes, plus 2.
Can I get it on 8-track?
Yes, actually.
Oh,
Well, I
Really?
do have an
Yeah.
8-track player, so...
Yeah.
I have an 8-track player. It's over there, out of camera range. Uh-oh. Oh, dear.
Oh no, Pupper, that's a bit aggressive. That is some...
There's nothing even there,
Humping
dog.
the air. Oh, no, puppy.
He's just a fan of Hooked on Cassiophonics.
Hump me, hump, 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 hump. Yes, that's our most one of our most popular songs. People really like that song.
Your dog blocks
Oh, that's a
radio
good
waves
song.
really well.
Kitten, how you doing, boy? Kitten, don't go after him.
The kitten is a troublemaker. A bit of a troublemaker. He's a rascal.
He's a little rascal.
He's a little rascal.
His hair kind of looks like alfalfa's.
He's got that weird little white spot where the hair is longer on his head.
That's his alfalfa hair.
Yeah.
Go away.
Pepe, quit being a creeper.
Wait, are we counting up? Oh, yes. Okay, cool.
But I don't know.
Yes, we are counting up. Tis true, tis true.
But that's all I wanted to say. You can go back to your electronic music.
No, I'm done. I said what I had to say. Yo, I made my statements. But everybody should listen to Bruce Hack, Electric
Kraftwerk is
Lucifer.
the best.
Who? Kraft.
Doc Kraftwerk.
Oh, Dudley,
Yeah.
you're gonna get a licking.
Kraftwerk is the best.
They
I
are
like
not the best.
Raymond Scott. Check that
Well,
out.
Raymond
It's-
Scott is music for babies.
Yes. And also the guy who did all the Looney Tunes music.
All the Looney Tunes music.
Yeah, he made all that.
Which
and
is
then
delightful.
He made a bunch of money, and then he's like, well, I'm just gonna like lock myself in my house and make crazy, weird electronic music until the 90s, and then die.
I think I told you
I mean,
the
that
story.
sounds kind of like a good plan.
My ex found the album "Music for Babies" by Raymond Scott, and we brought it home and we listened to it, and it was not what we expected.
It is very good. I used to just listen
Yeah.
to it.
Bruce Hack also made music for children's with Esther Nielsen, I think. and they were very introspective. Like, when this sound is made, shake your hand. When this sound's made, stomp your foot.
As
and
did Wendy Carlos.
stuff like
right?
that. Oh, did Wendy Carlos make music for kids too?
Ooh, that would be really good sampled for something for like Casiophonics or something else.
Oh yes,
Solo
yes.
stuff.
Bruce Hack is amazing.
Well, not only that, but Wendy Carlos also did that album with Weird Al, which is very fun.
Yes, she did, and she wrote
I
soundtracks.
don't know about this.
It's very rare. It's very good though.
She also did soundtracks too
Yes.
to Tron, right? I think to Tron.
The
And
original,
she
right?
Is, yeah,
Not
she
Legacy.
is still alive.
Yeah.
I don't know how old she is, but she is also a Scorpio, actually, and much like Gershon Kingsley. They're both Scorpios. Scorpio power. Yeah. She's still alive and kicking.
Who's she kicking him?
I
Huh?
was actually smashed, but I also like the electronic music of Elsa Cernos. It's very good. It's very good. Check out like Road to Nazareth and sound from Thebes and stuff. It's all very good.
Oh, I'd totally like to check that out too.
It's very fun.
I have to buy a record player first. Found one for a good price. So
Yeah, that's good. I, of course, like Vangelis because, he had all the musics in the 80s, like the Chariots of Fire song and soundtrack and all that. We actually went to see the movie as kids, and everybody fell asleep except for me and my cousin because Chariots of Fire, the movie, was really goddamn boring.
I was gonna say this sounds like it would either be super boring and sleep-inducing or slightly traumatizing, one or the other.
It was very boring. It was about runners, and everybody in my family's a runner, but me and my cousin were not, and everybody fell asleep except for me and my cousin. Like, you guys are the runners. Why are you not
That's
like
weird.
glued to this? Yeah.
Have you ever been to like a theater with a movie so bad and so boring that it's like a traumatic experience?
Yes, when I was a
Yeah.
kid, we went to see Dune and we left because it was so bad.
I
Dude.
I think the only good thing about Dune, the movie, is the weird visual effects and that the guy who plays Agent Cooper in Twin Peaks
Yes, is in it. Yes, absolutely.
But what about that cool instrument that they played?
Did I miss that
I mean,
part?
I
don't
might
even
have
know.
missed that part because I don't think I've ever stayed awake through the
No.
entire thing.
It's like 3 hours long.
yeah, it's exhausting.
It is, and yeah, no,
And
I
I've
couldn't do
played
it.
games that take 40 hours to finish in a sitting.
I mean, I've watched other 3-hour-long movies and stayed awake and, been engaged, but not Dune.
Nope.
Not Dune.
David Lynch, how did you let me down?
Oh, so seriously, what a letdown.
right?
And his other movies are so awesome,
And weird.
like Blue Velvet, which I decided
Yeah, I
would be
was about
great
to
for the
comment on
family
this.
movie because I read all these reviews about how awesome it was, and there was Dansville Family Video, and I'm like, Mom, let's get this one. It's got great reviews.
I'm surprised there's still not a
Ooh,
video store in
egg on
Dansville.
my face. Have you seen Blue Velvet?
No.
Oh boy,
Hey,
Mommy.
are you willing to try my beer here? Everyone makes fun of me for drinking. I want to know
Oh,
if you think it's
you
good.
should. Oh,
Well,
I
Pebble
forgot to
doesn't.
go online and smack those people around for making fun of you because it's delicious.
Athletic Brewing Co. All out, non-alcoholic extra dark contains less than 0.5%
Extra dark?
alcohol by
It's
volume.
very extra dark. It's very good. I just want to see if
Hold on,
May
I need
likes it because no one. Pamela can't try it.
I cannot because my celiac.
It's not bad.
Oh,
I don't know how to describe the
okay.
flavor profile.
that's okay.
It tastes kind of like fishy cereal.
Oh, that's weird.
I like the taste, but I like
mean,
the
it's
design
okay
a lot.
taste. Yeah, I like the design a lot.
You're wasted.
Yes.
Ugh.
I'm wasted.
I'm sorry. Still coughing.
That's okay.
I am not 100% recovered from my horrible flu
I'm
of
so
last
glad
week.
I haven't gotten it.
It's
this year.
bad. Stay away. It's really bad. I was so sick. Like, I could not stand up. It was really terrible. I almost went to the hospital. I got very sick to my stomach. If I had started puking, I would have been like, game over. Take me to the hospital. I'm done. Pump me full of some fluids and painkillers. I cannot take it. It was terrible.
If I somehow tangentially catch it from you, I'm just going to send you a bill for a week's pay.
It wasn't very good.
You can just roll the dice on the days because it varies.
Well, I mean, I shouldn't be catchable.
That's that. I would hope not.
at this point.
Gotta catch them.
Gotta catch all, yes.
There's too many fucking. Oops.
Oh, you can swear. It's all right.
There's
it's
too
all right.
many Pokemon now. 151. That's all I can remember.
I probably
There's like 700.
know a lot of them. I don't know if I really want to get the new one. It looks fun.
Me too, actually.
I liked the one I was playing. I forgot. I gotta continue that. I still like
You
Pokemon.
damn whippersnappers with your 600 plus Pokemons.
I mean, Slade will go into detail about every Pokemon every time I talk to him, so like I know most of them. But
Yeah, but he probably
I had
also
somebody-
can give you a good definition of the word "yif" too.
yeah, he sure can.
The Red Dot movie where kids have to make an animation using a red dot that tells you
Yep.
something. They just did Pokemon, and I was like, "What is happening here?" Well, we caught it. I'm like, "That's not a story."
That's
Oh.
not-
No, it is because it's Pokemon, and we caught it. I'm like, "That's not a story." Like,
spent a
running, catching something, not a story.
I spent a stupid long time on mine. I remember that my blueberry iBook, which was old already.
yes, yes.
Like it released the magic smoke and stopped working. Well,
That
I
is
was
sad
yeah.
when the magic smoke comes out. Our TV released the magic smoke, but it kept trying to come back on and turning off and on and off and on and puffing out the magic smoke. I'm like, oh God, it's trying so hard to live. Pull the cord, put it out of its misery.
Can't put the magic smoke back in once it comes out.
Yeah.
You cannot.
Well, you guys don't know the magic smoke injector.
Please give us one because
also-
I've lost so many things to the magic smoke.
Well, first, you gotta find replacement magic smoke.
Oh,
They
that
haven't
seems,
made that since like the 60s.
That
'cause
seems
of
hard to do.
environmental reasons.
oh man.
Well, how do they keep making it? Oh, are they just using surplus then? Dudley?
No, the replacement stuff.
Oh, okay, yeah.
See, it's not sealed.
Oh, okay, yeah.
See, but when they do it in the factory, it's in enclosed conditions.
Right, yeah. It's sort of like refilling a car. I had lots of.
Refrigerant.
Yeah, that thing.
I've also
Refrigerant.
had a huge desire lately to play Breath of the Wild. I really want to play
Oh my
it.
god, I want it so bad.
What's Breath of the Wild?
It's the newest Zelda game for the Switch, and I don't have one yet, and it sounds like John doesn't have one yet.
Well, I want to. Oh, sorry.
Split the cost of one with you.
I will definitely do that with you if you'd
Yeah.
like, because I really want to play. I was just going to buy a Wii U because they're on sale for $30 at GameStop.
Oh, really? $30?
That's what I saw online. I don't know if it's still, but it was before Christmas.
Can I make it through a GameStop without wanting to punch the clerk? I think so.
Survey says. Nope.
But so it's like I don't know because
I've never been to a game.
They're horrible. They're like,
The
Imagine-
Guitar Center for video games.
yeah,
Oh.
yeah, that, exactly that.
Well, I know
will go
people
have
at all
to
the
on Switch.
Guitar Centers.
But I don't even mind because I want a Wii U. There's certain Wii U games I
That
want to
helps me
play. I
out.
want to play like Captain Toad.
I want a Wii U just so I can learn how to soft mod it better, so that I can be better at soft modding things. Yeah.
Well, they were all on sale. so-
Awesome. $30. I can do that. Awesome. Thanks, John, for telling the audience that they can pick up Nintendo's least favorite console since the Virtual Boy for $30.
Yes, I actually had one with Sharon, but
I've never
Sharon
even
just
heard of
uses
the
it now,
Virtual
so-
Boy.
I
Virtual
have
Boy's-
one. Virtual Boy
It
was
was actually
the
good, but-
first
Oh, it was?
home VR system. The problem was that Nintendo couldn't afford to do full color with it, so they went with red LED displays, and people didn't know there was a focus knob on top, so they'd get a headache, and so parents thought it was dangerous, and then it was
Oh.
only on the market for like a little while, and it only had 80 games.
That sounds dramatic.
Yeah, it was. But I have one. So
This is part of one of my hats because the kitten keeps attacking the pom-poms
pom poms.
and pulling them to bits.
Oh, speaking of game things, not this week because I didn't even know I was going to be here, but next show, maybe. I actually finally have the physical copy of Micromages, and I might bring that in and show it off and check it out and tell you where you can get it if you're interested, and a couple other small things to go over real quick. So that's my bit for the for the episode.
That's a good bit.
I really want to play Breath of the Wild. It's the only Zelda game I never played. The only other one I never beat is Zelda 2.
It's hard.
It's very hard.
And boring.
It is. Yeah, it's kind of hard. But I've played it, but I just can't. It's so hard. I've beaten every other Zelda game, just not Breath of the Wild or Zelda 2.
The original, I'm working my way through the original right now.
You gotta lift your head up a little, hon, because
Yeah.
your
Oh,
face
sorry.
is covered by the mic.
The original, I'm working my way through right now, and it's like somebody was like, this is the best we can do with current technology. Here's basically a prototype. Would you like more of this world? If yes, tell us somehow.
It does sort of seem that way. Although
a
I do
magic
like
dance.
the Zelda randomizer, where they just kind of randomize the whole map and all the dungeons. I think that's kind of fun.
Oh,
'cause-
that is pretty fun. There's one for Link to the Past, too.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I like the Super NES like remix
sorry.
games. I think those are all fun. Yes,
I've been moving furniture all today, and now I think I'm slowly crashing.
Oh yeah. Oh, I
moving
hate
furniture
moving
via
so much.
bicycle trailer.
So rough.
It is. But I like my new apartment, so that's
Yeah,
good.
it sounds very ideal
Yeah. Yeah.
and reasonably priced.
Yeah. I'm not going to tell all the viewers about the party I plan to have because I don't want them showing up. But
Yeah, it's nice. It's hard to find a reasonable price in Buffalo anymore with all the new Buffalo.
stop gentrifying Buffalo. Put it on all your stop signs. I don't care where you get it printed. Just do it.
Yeah, stop gentrifying. Ugh.
I mean, there's a difference between like urban renewal and gentrification, even though gentrification uses urban renewal as a kind of like roundabout way of saying it without actually saying it. But
I would say urban renewal is like fixing things up, making it livable and affordable.
and,
where
like, helping out
gentrification
the
is
community.
about profit.
Yeah, gentrification is about flushing out the actual city, which is made up of people, and replacing the cells in the scaffold, like they're trying to do with like flushing out organs to like grow recipient cells in transplant organs.
Okay.
With rich people.
Yes, but the thing is,
So-
there's not that many rich people in
Yeah.
Buffalo, so I don't know what they're thinking. Like,
Right?
yo, we ain't that rich.
Well, if we aren't here, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's true. True that.
This is another thing that really bothers me is that they decided they needed to build a new train station somewhere downtown, even though they've got the.
Is that where it's going now?
I think so.
Nah, in the original train station?
No,
That's
no.
sad.
So they have the original train
Dicks.
station. I understand it may cost more to fix, but it's also a beautiful Art Deco building that would probably really help the East Side a lot. And instead, they're just not going to use it. Yeah.
Well, I mean, statistically, when people who make these decisions never go into African American neighborhoods, they always,
obviously.
yeah, they always go into either mixed or white neighborhoods. Always.
I'm mixed up the wazoo. That doesn't mean I don't think you should go places that are, I don't know. That's such bullshit.
America.
Yep.
Is the kitten okay? I just heard a loud noise from over there. He's not buried under something, is he? I hope.
I think it's hilarious. The entire state of Oklahoma has like a smaller
Oh,
population.
nope,
than
there he is.
Buffalo.
He's fine.
Yeah. And because of like electoral college bullshit, like these people who like just have more land get more vote.
Yeah,
That's
they do,
bullshit.
absolutely.
Yeah, that sucks.
It totally sucks because,
The vast majority of people are populating the cities.
yes.
Yeah.
It totally sucks. So everyone's like, well, you have to protect farmers. I'm like, do you really think people in the cities are going to be like, fuck farmers, I want to starve? I mean, like, come on.
Also, like, yeah, we don't want farmers to starve. We'd actually prefer if they got paid for what they're doing because they're doing a lot.
And they're
a
not
lot-
getting paid now
They're
under
not.
Trump.
And a lot of their equipment
You've
could
been
be
had.
replaced with like automated GPS-driven stuff that would make their lives a lot easier. But they can't get that because they don't get paid well enough. And
Well, farm equipment is just absorbently expensive. I mean, I grew up on a farm. It was a small farm, and I mean, we had a McCormick Farmall from the 30s. You could crank start it on the front, you know. And in fact, I remember.
Oh, was it one of the ones with the wheels that go like this in front?
Yes,
Yeah.
it was. And I remember there was a bad storm and it wouldn't start. And we really desperately, I don't remember why we needed it, but there was something life or death we needed it for. Maybe a cow had fallen or something. And we could not get it to start. And I remember my dad getting the crank in the rain and the lightning, and he's cranking it. It's nighttime, and he's swearing because you also have to be very careful because if it kicks back,
It can break your arm.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he kept cranking and it wouldn't start, cranking and it wouldn't start, and he's swearing, and he's, you know, of course, terrified his arm is going to get broken. And if your arm gets broken, you're screwed because you got to work every day of the week. And finally, he gets the tractor to start, and it shuddered to life in the lightning and the rain. It was very crazy.
Yeah, and I feel I kind of get that feeling too because I do courier services and delivery for a living, and if I broke something, I would be screwed.
Yeah. Absolutely.
You know, I'm on a bicycle 8 hours a day.
When we were kids, my dad got E. coli, and he got so sick, and he was 6 feet tall, and he went down to 120 pounds because he couldn't keep any food down. And me and my sister's boyfriend had to milk the cows and run the farm for a month, and it was, you know, we didn't really know what we were doing, but nothing died, so that was good.
You know what I always think is kind of funny? When I talk to people who've grown up and lived in the city their entire life, they'll be like, oh yeah, well kids at my school, whatever this, they'll tell some story about when they were a kid. I'm like, oh yeah, well when I was a kid this happened. It'll be like, it's yeah, the country's fucking dangerous.
Yeah, it's really dangerous. Absolutely. I mean, you always hear about someone who was trying to fix the baler and got, impaled and lied there in the field, impaled, partially bailed, and sometimes they live, sometimes they died, depending on how quickly people found him. But
they found John Benet Ramsey in a field up the street from my house.
Oh, did they?
I think, was that the one, or was it the other one? There were two around the same time.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
remember.
All right.
But one of them, one of those kidnapped kids.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, it's, and it's just all sorts of stuff are dangerous out there.
Yes,
I had
there
a
is,
treehouse
yeah.
catch fire once because it was the 90s and we could just do whatever we want. So we built a hot treehouse and a bunch of 12-year-olds wired it for power.
Well, I was out feeding the cows, and when they're in heat, they go nuts and they'll attack you.
Yeah.
And they'll try and jump on you, which would have crushed me into the cow poo and suffocated me.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
and
yeah.
I got out of the way, and then it hit me with its head. It lifted me up to throw me.
Mm-hmm.
But fortunately, the food thing was and literally this is 10 feet in the air.
Mm-hmm.
I grabbed the thing that holds the hay. It's like this. I grabbed the edge of it so that I wouldn't go flying, and I went flying into the hay instead. So I didn't break anything or die.
Well,
Yeah. Also, people up here are like, oh, it's dangerous to bike in the city. You have no idea. You think because I'm out on a country road it's safer, but it's not at all. It's so much less so most of the time.
Well, what about farmersonly.com?
Oh, that's just a euphemism for racist white people only want other racist white people, I think.
I've never went.
I don't know. There's a lot of
Farmers
black
Only.
people in the ads.
Really? Well, I've only seen the older ads, so I guess maybe.
I don't know. I never went on farmersonly.com, but I just know it is very hard. There's wild shit out there.
Coyotes?
Well, I remember even just we were kids outside playing, and we were up at the fire hall for an event, which is where you had your events. And I would run up the road oh no, we're out of time. I'd run up the road and I hid in the
That thing
on the side of the road,
the ditch.
the ditch, and I squatted down and I sat on a critter. There was a critter.
Oh no!
A furry critter.
Oh no, poor furry critter! Also, pour your butt.
I know, and I screamed screamed and I jumped, the critter was probably like, oh God, don't move. Maybe she won't notice.
Also, if you go off the road in the country, there's a ditch, not a curb.
Yeah, there's a ditch, a real bad ditch. A
We
deep
almost
ditch.
fell into a ditch.
We did. That was terrifying. I don't even know how I didn't fall in the ditch. Call us or text us about your ditch stories.
Yeah.